Chairman Mast, Ranking Member Crow, and committee members. My name is Amy Marden, and I represent the 20 member organizations of Moral Compass Federation that are not able to speak before you today. I also represent a generation of Americans on the brink of adulthood when 9/11 occurred, the GWAT generation. Like many of our representatives in Congress, I did not serve in our military. I sit with you as an American citizen who witnessed my ex-husband, my friends, my neighbors, and my fellow citizens face the realities of the 20-year Afghanistan war, both home and abroad. I am urgently pleading with my government to honor the commitment we made to protect our Afghan partners who fought shoulder to shoulder with Americans and our allies for 20 years. The actions you take regarding these partners have ripple effects across my generation and the ones to follow. Today, my colleagues shared harrowing accounts of the Taliban's brutal reprisals against Afghans who bravely supported the war. These stories detail just a glimpse of the thousands of documented horrors exacted upon our Afghan forces. Moral Compass Federation was formed to stand with our Afghan allies, offering support from their perilous journey to eventual resettlement in the U.S. In every waking moment, our phones are inundated with desperate messages from those in limbo, wondering if their visa packets will be approved, how they'll survive the wait for care flights, or protect their families from discovery and execution. Some, like the special forces that fought and trained with our own, ask why they have no visa pathway to safety at all. The haunting silence that follows often precedes grim images of once valiant comrades battered, mutilated, or executed. The members of Moral Compass Federation, whom I represent today, are tired, but we uphold a promise made as Americans. Those who risked everything for us will be protected. I ask you now to imagine a room in the not-so-distant future in a far-off corner of the globe. A soldier is seated at a table, sharing tea with a potential ally, asking for his trust. This potential ally recalls images of the tragic sights of individuals plunging to their fate in Kabul, remembers how he watched in horror as mothers desperately attempted to save their children by throwing them over barbed wire walls, and knows stories of Afghans left to die at the hands of the enemy. This is not just about Afghanistan. The conversation in this room and the decisions you make have a direct impact on our national foreign policy interests. Our actions are being scrutinized by both allies and adversaries. How we treat our partners matters. How we conduct our affairs matters. We bear a moral duty to those who have dedicated themselves to protecting us. This duty is not merely strategic, it is a profoundly significant reflection of our commitment to American ideals. Neglecting this duty risks perilous consequences. The conversation in this room and the decisions you make also have a direct impact on our military and our readiness as a nation. Tens of thousands of American service members across our nation are suffering today from moral injuries caused by our failure to honor our promises to their trusted Afghan allies. Their families and communities suffer alongside them. Suicide is now the second leading cause of death in veterans under age 45. Our armed services are failing to meet recruitment goals necessary to maintain a healthy fighting force, and Americans' confidence in the military is at its lowest point in 35 years. Recognizing and addressing the moral toll of the Afghanistan withdrawal is crucial, not only for the well-being of our armed forces, but also for the overall strength and resilience of our nation. Helping Afghan partners helps veterans. You invited us today to share in a conversation to learn. I implore you to leave this hearing today and act. Our requests are urgent and clear. Ensure viable visa pathways for our most trusted and vetted Afghan allies, and forge a public-private partnership with the veteran organizations represented today. The relocation and resettlement of our Afghan allies is a complex issue. crossing agencies, branches of government, and political parties. Your actions can help end this crisis, begin to heal our veterans' moral injury, and show the world that America's values endure. The room I asked you to imagine in the not-so-distant future holds two people who may be allies or who may be adversaries. Ask yourself, how will the conversations in this room today affect that room across the globe? Will we create enemies or partners? Thank you, and I look forward to your questions.